Hello to all the friends of Russia who have chosen to join us today for a discussion of the Russian International Development Assistance Policy. I am Alexandr Lynnikov, Vice Rector for International Cooperation of the Financial University under the government of the Russian Federation, one of Russia's leading schools of finance, economics, business law, and social sciences. Today, I will speak about how Russia, our country, contributes to the development of international assistance in the world. First of all, we have to understand what is international development assistance. What actually stands behind these fancy words? In reality, it's not that complicated. International development assistance is about helping each other out, but not on the individual level, person to person, but on a broader international scale. It is when countries and states reach out to each other to help in difficult situations, such as natural crises, conflicts, wars, and situations where technical, financial, humanitarian, or other assistance is required. Russia is one of the founders of the United Nations Organization and a permanent member of the UN Security Council. This means that our country cannot stay away from situations when help is needed. Therefore, our country has adopted the concept of state IDA policy that sets the groundwork for activities aimed at helping other nations in need. International development assistance is an efficient mechanism to solve global and regional problems and to respond to new challenges and threats. As one of the global players in the world, Russia supports the thrive of world nations for sustainable development and stable growth. So how exactly is our country involved in IDA? How does it work? We Russians are law-abiding people, so all actions of our state are based on the Constitution, the principal law of our country, constitutional laws, and of course, the generally accepted principles of international law. Russia respects its international treaties and follows its national strategy of security. The concept of Russian national policy of international development assistance sets the basic priorities that our country follows in its international relations. Russia aims to facilitate integration processes within the Commonwealth of independent states. Our country promotes good governance based on principles of law and respect of human rights. We struggle to facilitate development of trade and economic cooperation, even in the changing and very difficult international commercial environment. And of course, Russia shares one of the core values of the United Nations Organization: elimination of poverty. And I believe that it is, in fact, the most important priority of Russian international development assistance policy. As a peaceful and friendly nation, Russia works with its partners throughout the world to establish a decent, stable, and fair world order. We also help our friends throughout the world to address the impact of emergencies and to mediate the consequences of natural and technogenic disasters. We provide support to international efforts and initiatives aimed at promoting peace and stability in the world. And of course, it is the mission of the Russian state, and not only of the state, of all the people of goodwill of Russia, to foster a positive image of the Russian Federation in the world. Now, let's look at the core activities of international development assistance. What exactly is that we do together with our friends and partners in the world? Of course, we work to improve the functioning of public administration systems and share our best practices. As far as, for instance, digitalization and technological support of government practices goes, Russia is now one of the leaders of the world. We work on improving the environment for trade and investment activities, and the Russian state provides viable initiatives to encourage international investments in Russia and stimulates Russian enterprises to reach out to friendly countries in the world and do business together. Our state, Russian companies, and educational institutions work to develop innovative potential in the world. We are always willing to share our best practices and learn from others. And of course, today we will focus on one of the most important topics of international development: education. And it is highly characteristic of the Russian policy of openness and friendliness that we set the improvement of quality of education as one of the top priorities of our international development assistance policy. IDA exists in different forms and employs a variety of mechanisms that work on the bilateral and multilateral level. On the bilateral level, Russia is involved in humanitarian projects all over the world. It's enough to mention the supply of food, water, and medical materials to the civilian population in Syria, or help of the Russian Emergency Situations Ministry with the liquidation of the consequences of the dramatic explosion in the port of Beirut. And of course, the cultural activities organized by Россотрудничества, our international cooperation authority throughout the world. Today, representative offices of Россотрудничества exist in most capitals of the world, including, of course, Nicosia. The Russian Federation is one of the world powers that uphold the rule of international law and work together with other nations within the framework of global institutions such as the United Nations Organization to assure world peace and stability. And this is how international development assistance works on the multinational level. The Russian Federation actively participates in the activities of various international organizations, not only those that exist within the United Nations systems, but also numerous others that are responsible for setting rules of international conduct in different areas. Of course, such extensive work all over the world will be impossible without a substantial financial commitment from the Russian state. And Russia's contribution to international development assistance can be also measured in money. As you see, our country spends as much as 5 billion rubles annually on international development assistance. And these are just the funds designated within the Humanitarian Cooperation and IDA Activities subprogram of the Foreign Policy Activities State Program. And it is just a fraction of all the funds that the Russian state commits to goodwill initiatives and development of cooperation in different spheres with different countries of the world. Now let's focus on international cooperation in the field of education. The Russian International Cooperation Authority, Россотрудничество, and Russian universities offer a wide range of exciting opportunities to the bright and talented young people who choose to come to Russia to study in Russian and learn a profession. Россотрудничество makes available its information resources to all the applicants and their parents, and we, Russian universities, fill them with information about our programs, about application procedures, about opportunities to find gainful employment after graduation. In fact, Russian law allows international students to work while studying in Russia. And this provides a path into active workforce after graduation. The financial university also encourages in-house employment of international students. And our International Cooperation Office and the International Students and Faculty Department are proud to have our international master's students and graduates among the employees. Also, please note that the quotas for foreign students in Russia consistently increase. That shows the will and commitment of the Russian Federation to provide quality education and train foreign nationals in different professions in the Russian language. By the year 2021, the quota for international students studying in Russia at the expense of the Russian federal budget will reach 23,000 people. This means that the talented young people who choose to study in Russia will be able to get a quality education, and housing and other services will be provided by our country. All major higher education institutions of our country are grateful to the International Cooperation Authority, Россотрудничества, for its commitment and a great effort to make international cooperation in education between Russia and other countries work so well. Россотрудничество works to expand the network of unified state exam centers. It fosters cooperation between the Russian universities and their alumni residing outside of Russia. And of course, we work together with Россотрудничество on reaching agreements on mutual recognition of higher education titles, in other words, diplomas, with other countries. The financial university is not just one of the oldest and most prestigious higher education institutions in Russia with over a century of glorious history. We are also proud to have a long-standing tradition of educating foreign nationals and teaching Russian as a foreign language. For several years now, we have the pre-university training faculty. Its mission is to prepare international students from all over the world to study in Russian universities, in Russian, and learn a profession in our country. Our teaching staff is perfectly equipped with the most advanced and sophisticated technologies, which is particularly important in this difficult COVID-19 pandemic period, when most of the classes are held online. And our pre-university training faculty employs the most advanced, the most modern teaching methodologies to make Russian language accessible and professional terminology in Russian understandable to our students. 200 bright and talented young people from all over the world graduate from the pre-university training faculty of the financial university annually. Over 40% of these people stay with us to study at the financial university, which is not surprising because the financial university is one of the top schools of economics and finance in our country. As of this day, we have 8 major faculties ranging from our traditional economics, finance, and business law to the advanced IT and data analysis. The financial university hosts a diverse and colorful international community of close to 1,500 international students from 70 different countries of the world. We have successfully adjusted to working in the challenging COVID-19 pandemic conditions. That means that our professors and staff have to adapt to the changing educational environment and look for new methods and mechanisms of teaching and getting our goodwill across to students all over the world. One of such initiatives to promote the Russian education and programs of the financial university in the world are the summer or winter schools, which are basically online sessions that help young people from different countries learn Russian, master professional terms, become Russian fluent, and learn more about Russian culture, politics, and economics. The financial university offers a wide selection of international programs. Of course, we successfully implement student exchange projects with over 60 partner universities all over the world. Many young people from Russia go to study at foreign universities, and international students from different countries come and study with us in Moscow, after which they obtain international transcripts that are recognized in their respective universities. But we are particularly proud of the portfolio of joint educational programs, many of which allow international students to obtain double degrees and get a financial university diploma in addition to the diploma of their national universities. Thank you for your time. And our special words of gratitude go to the Cyprus office of Россотрудничества and personally the director of the Russian Cultural Center in Nicosia, Professor Alina Radchenko, for the opportunity to share the information about the Russian International Development Assistance Policy and the contribution of the financial university to the policy of our country of promoting friendship and peace in the world with all of you. Remember, all the difficulties are temporary, and the COVID-19 pandemic restrictions will soon be lifted. So we are looking forward to seeing you with us at the financial university. And of course, if you decide to learn Russian, it will make us even happier. Thank you. Have a great day. Study, learn, and let's contribute to international development together. Of course, we would like to stay in touch, so follow us on social media and don't forget to check out the news on the website of the Representative Office of Россотрудничества in Cyprus.